Hello, welcome back to English with Mike and Mia. Today we're saving you from embarrassment at work.
Yes, because I had a total disaster in my Zoom meeting this morning, and I need Mike to help me fix my English.
And that is exactly what we are here for. Our mission today is to give you some really crucial knowledge.
Especially for anyone working internationally.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
we're going to unpack some of the most common and, let's be honest, embarrassing mistakes that can happen in virtual meetings. And more importantly, we'll learn the exact polite phrases you need to sound professional and clear when those problems happen.
This is so essential.
It really is.
Right.
So we'll take our time and make sure you understand every single word.
Okay, so let me tell you my story.
Please do.
I was in a very important meeting this morning with a big new client. They were based in London.
Okay, big client. So high stakes.
Very high stakes. And it was my turn to present some key information, about our project launch.
Right, the big moment. I can picture it.
Yes. And I felt ready. I started speaking so confidently. I was making, I thought, great points, outlining the whole strategy.
You were in the zone.
I really was. I spoke for almost 2 full minutes. I was feeling so proud of my English.
Of course. You had everything prepared.
I did. But then I noticed everyone on the video call was looking at me. Well, strangely.
Oh.
They looked confused, and then they all started doing the same thing. They were pointing very urgently to their ears.
Oh, the classic silent panic. That is
Oh.
the universal sign of an online meeting failure.
Yes. I was so confused until I realized the terrible, terrible truth. My microphone was off.
Ah.
I was speaking, but no sound was going out. I was totally on mute.
You were on mute. It is the the most common technological issue in, I think, the entire corporate world.
I wanted to disappear. I wanted the ground to just open up and swallow me whole.
I can imagine.
It was so awkward. My boss finally had to type in the chat window saying, "Mia, you're on mute." That little phrase felt like the loudest thing in the world.
Okay, but don't worry. That truly happens to everyone. I mean, even native speakers. All the time.
Really?
Absolutely. But your story is perfect because it introduces the key vocabulary we have to learn today.
Yeah.
We need the right language to navigate this problem smoothly.
Right, whether it's happening to you or you need to tell someone else.
Exactly. So let's look at 3 crucial phrases for handling the microphone. We will take it slowly.
Okay.
The first and most common phrase you will hear or read is, "You're on mute."
The phrase that haunts my dreams.
It simply means, as you now know, that your microphone is turned off. We can't hear your voice at all.
So when you hear that, check your microphone button fast.
Fast. Now, that phrase is very direct, and I'm wondering, you mentioned a client.
Yes, from London.
Yeah.
And in some cultures, being that direct can feel a little rude, maybe.
That is a wonderful point, a really great point. In professional settings, especially if it's a senior person, we often soften it just a little.
Oh.
You could say, "I think you might be talking on mute."
Adding "I think" at the start.
Yes. It makes it sound less like an accusation. It's more like a helpful observation. It's a very subtle but important professional touch.
I like that. That's really useful.
Now, what if you're the boss or you're running the meeting? You need a polite way to ask someone to fix the problem.
Right.
The best way is to ask, "Can you unmute yourself?"
Can you unmute yourself?
Notice we use the phrase "can you" at the beginning. This turns it from a command into a polite professional question. We're just asking you to turn your microphone on.
So I should say that instead of just typing in the chat, it's much faster.
Exactly. Typing takes longer, and drawing attention to the mistake in the chat can sometimes be a bit uncomfortable for the person. Just saying the polite phrase is always faster and better.
Okay. Good to know.
And finally, a highly professional phrase that can save you from your 2-minute silent presentation.
Please, I need this one.
It's a checking question. You use this before you begin a long presentation or an important speech. The phrase is, "Am I audible?"
Ooh, am I audible? I love that. It sounds much more formal than just "can you hear me?"
That's exactly right. "Am I audible" is a formal, very concise way to check your sound quality before you start. It confirms your voice is clear and at the right volume.
And it shows you're prepared.
It shows preparation and respect for the listener's time. A great habit to get into.
Okay, so I've learned the microphone etiquette,
Mm.
but unfortunately my disaster actually got worse later in that same meeting.
Oh, dear. The disaster continued. Technology issues never travel alone, do they?
They really don't. So I tried to share my screen to show some detailed data,
Okay.
but my internet connection was very slow that day. The video started to freeze up, and my voice became strangely choppy.
Ah, the connection instability.
Yeah.
We all know that feeling of watching your own face turn into a digital statue.
Yes. And the client, he reacted to my bad internet by saying something confusing. He said, Mia, you are robot voice.
Robot voice. That's a great description, actually. It really captures the sound.
It does.
But the correct English phrases we use are a bit different. When your voice sounds distorted or your video is slow, we have some special vocabulary.
Okay.
Let's look at the two main ways internet problems are described. First, when your voice cuts out, and second, when your video is delayed.
Got it.
So the first phrase, which describes the voice cutting in and out, is you're breaking up.
Breaking up.
If someone says you're breaking up, it means the audio is fragmented. Your voice is choppy. We can hear some words, but not others.
So the meaning of the sentence is lost.
Precisely. And if you hear that phrase, you need to stop speaking immediately.
Right, because you're just wasting everyone's time if you try to finish the sentence.
Exactly. You just stop, apologize, and then try a solution.
Okay. And the second phrase?
The second phrase describes the delay problem. This is very common, especially when sharing video. The phrase is a little more informal. It's common slang used everywhere. It is, you're lagging.
Lagging.
Uh,
Lagging.
That's the one. Lagging means there is a significant delay, a latency, between your video and your voice.
Okay, so if I'm clicking through a presentation and the slides only change, say, 5 seconds after I click.
That means you were lagging. Exactly. It happens because your internet connection just isn't fast enough to send all that data quickly. Think of a video game that runs slowly, that's lag.
I see. So when that happens to me, how do I explain it professionally? I can't just say, my internet is terrible.
No, we want to avoid that. The best, most polite excuse to use is, my connection is unstable.
My connection is unstable. That's perfect. It explains the situation without sounding unprofessional.
It's polite, it's clear, and it takes responsibility for the interruption. Now, when this happens, we need an immediate solution. This is our pro tip for today.
Okay.
You should state the problem and the solution in one single sentence. You can help the call immediately by saying, I think I need to turn off my camera to save bandwidth.
That's a great action to take, but for our listeners, could we explain the technical idea of bandwidth a little more clearly?
That's a great idea. So bandwidth is, it's essentially the amount of data your internet can handle at one time.
Like the size of a pipe for water.
Exactly like a pipe. High-definition video uses a lot of bandwidth, a lot of the pipe's capacity. So if your connection is weak, that pipe is very small.
And turning off the camera?
Turning off your camera immediately stops that large video data from flowing. It frees up all the capacity, all the space in the pipe just for your audio.
So it often fixes the lag and the breaking up issues?
Instantly. It makes your voice much clearer. So remember that full, powerful sentence. Let me turn off my camera to save bandwidth.
Okay, next time I will ask, am I audible first?
Great plan. If you have any funny meeting stories, tell us in the comments.
Don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next meeting.